perspective of Hosea, and oh my God, I think it's the most slept on in a way, because no one talks about Hosea the most. And for whatever point, when you start walking on your journey and God starts taking you to Hosea and starts showing you that you are a Hosea, I pray that God gives you strength. I pray that God keeps you sane. I pray that He keeps you with a peace of mind, clarity, focus, because you're going to get weak. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to start questioning God, asking Him, like, why? Like, you're going to be talking to God in some type of way. And I pray that you stay with God, because with Hosea, God is teaching you how to love unhealthy people, how to love the way that He loves, especially if He's making you something great and you don't know it yet. There is something that's in us that's way more powerful than we even see in ourselves, that, people see it, but we just don't see it yet. And that is why you get attacked the most. People mocked Hosea. Hosea was in the times where it was the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, and it was divided. God was separating those that was walking with God and those that, listen, they was doing their own little thing. So it was divided, and that's how kind of like the world is now. It's divided. There are those that walk with God, and there's those that don't, and it ain't no in between. But Hosea was the one that was faithful to God no matter what. Before Jesus came and gave His life, Hosea went through some things. And that's difficult because he didn't have a blueprint. He didn't have, like we have Jesus. Hosea didn't have a blueprint. He had to go through some things that he didn't even quite understand, and he didn't even want to believe. Like, I watched a story of it, I read Hosea. Like, I watched a story of it, and I seen how they gave the perspective of it. And then it's like, reading it, like, Hosea didn't ask for that. He was just being obedient when God said, go marry a prostitute. Go be faithful to what's not faithful to you. Go be faithful and be a servant to those that are rejecting you. Go be faithful to those that are slandering you. Go be faithful to those, because see, God is giving you a heart like Him, because you're made for more. God is giving you a heart like His. So God gotta strip you. You gotta go through the process longer. You gotta go through some things, some things, and it may be harder. It may be unbearable. He didn't have a blueprint. He didn't be like, okay, well, Jesus went through this. He was the first man to go through it. Hosea got mocked. Hosea got persecuted. Oh, you talking about God? Oh, you ain't about God, your lifestyle. Why would God choose you? Like, come on now. Like, you want to sit up here and talk about God, but look where your background, look where you came from. Like, come on now. Like, you really got God. We're talking about, like, God really using you. You talking about God. You ain't giving up yet. Listen, your wife is out here free balling. Like, give it up. And he wasn't trying to hear that. Like, no, God wouldn't do that. God wouldn't, like I watched a video, it was just like, God wouldn't do, because it was called the Amazing Love Story. God wouldn't do that. And he kept saying God wouldn't do that. God wouldn't give me somebody like that. Like, hold on. God's gonna marry this person, but God wouldn't do that. And then when he found out, God, why? Hold on, God. Like, hold on. God, like, why would you do this to me? And he understood why people was mocking him, and he wasn't trying to believe. He was defending who God told him to stand for, who God told him to choose. We don't have a choice when God tells us to be obedient in things. There are going to be certain things in your journey where you're going to have to stand for the unbearable, the wicked, the people that are doing the most to you, while you're loving them, while you're giving them your all and being depleted, while you are doing the most. But through it all, God is teaching you boundaries. God is teaching you how to love. God is teaching you how to see from His perspective. God is teaching you His fruits of the Spirit. God is pouring out His Spirit upon you because He chose you. I chose you for greater. You're not for the bare minimum. You're not mediocre. You're not average. I got something, an anointing and a mantle over your life that is so powerful. Listen, you may not see it. Everybody else may see it. But you're going to go through it. And because you're going through it and you're not giving up, when he could have cursed God, he could have divorced her, because listen, and Deuteronomy, listen, if you're unpleased with your wife, you can drop drop them, okay? But because, God, I'm loyal to you, and there are going to be certain things that you're not going to understand, that you're not going to put in words. I'm telling you this because I've went through this privately. There's some things you're gonna have to do that don't make no sense. And I've got, by people, I've got mocked, I've got slandered. God was like, oh, pray for this person. They even when you call, like, I'm gonna say a little bit of pieces. Even when I called, like, this person tried to down me. Oh, well, God's not with you. God wouldn't do that. But yet, everything that I've said to this person eventually came true. God was trying to protect this person. God was trying to see people, the closeness and proximity that they have to other people that aren't good for them. And when they have, a relationship with them versus somebody that they don't know or somebody that they met, but I don't want to hear you because I don't want it coming from you. I want it coming from this person. But what if that person is not holy enough? What if that person isn't from God? And God be trying to save certain people, and God be using us, and we're not gonna like it. I'm telling you right now, I hated it because there were ways in me that God was breaking. Because I was like, God, I want to show this person like I'm the wrong one, because I wouldn't be here. Because God, why you got me here? God, I be fighting for everything. I was being honest with God. God, I be fighting for everything, and you mean to tell me that you want me to continue to fight for people like this? Like, they don't even deserve, like, but yet God was showing me, like, there's something greater in you. No one talks about Hosea enough. Like, Hosea went through the most before Jesus did. So if God is making you like Hosea, I pray that God gives you a team, support system. Because for those that, like us, that don't have it, for me, it was rough. God kept me. God carried me. Because I didn't get through this and become the version that I am now and how I am. Still loving, because, baby, there were times where I was just like, God, I'm done. Like, but because the fact, like, and that's what God wants. God wanted me to give him my heart. You don't hold on to this. I started learning me. Okay, God, if I keep things in, I'm going to become a ticking time bomb. I started giving God me. I started writing. I started, just being more vulnerable with God, because God is the only person that can do anything. Whatever God asks you to do, he just wants you to run back to him. I'm giving you a heart bigger than what you can even know. I'm expanding your capacity in areas like, yeah, you think that, like, oh, you're just gonna help and do a little here and there. No, I got greatness in you. Whether you see it or not, I got greatness in you. There's something more. Jesus is the only perfect one, okay? We're not perfect. We are sinners. So for God to use Hosea, that is showing us, like, God can use anybody. Like, I'm going to use you to talk and give my word, whether people believe you or not. But because you went through it, you stayed, guess what? You're living proof that you can make it. There are people that have done things to you. And guess what? God is using you even for them to show, like, God love is real. God, like, you love me through all of this. Like, they may change, and if they don't change, that's on them, and that's between them and God. But those eventually, after everything that was done, people started coming to Hosea like, oh, God is really with you. Like, you survived some things that I used to do to people that they didn't even make it. Like, there are people that do witchcraft and things like that, and they're going to come to you and be like, oh, I know God with you. Because I did this on somebody else, and it worked, and for whatever reason, it didn't work with you. So there are things like, you got to stay the course. You got to stay with God. And no, it's not going to be easy. When people out here saying, oh, it's easy walking with God. Oh, it's peaceful, man. All the blessings. No, it's not. Because, baby, we don't want this. I'd ask for none of this. Like, I had to keep telling God, you got me here. So you better fix this. Like, I don't know who you thought I was and how strong I was. I didn't sign up for this. Like, that saying is, God, I ain't asked to be your strongest soldier. Like, I ain't asked for none of this. But yet, because I stayed and I watched God through the whole process, I watched how it grew me more, how it changed my perspective, how it opened up my eyes, and how my heart still, because, like, and that's a test for me too. Like, is your heart really pure? Is your heart really for people? And do you have really compassionate? Do you have humility? Like, it's not just for the people, it's for you too. Like, develop you to mold you who God is calling you to be, to really have a heart for people, for God, and to do the cyber things he asks you. You got to go through the fire. God ain't saying it's going to be easy, but he's going to be right there with you. So go through the fire, go through everything that God is asking you to do. But God is going to carry you through, and God's going to have you. You just got to trust him. Stay with God, because you won't regret.